Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Dick from Columbus, Ohio. You are listening to our CTFO Rockstar Team training for December the 22nd, 2019. Hope all of you had a great week and are looking forward to the holidays. If you're new and you're not aware, CTFO is a nutritional products and wellness company. We make money by selling those products. It's that simple. It was founded by these three guys that you see on your screen right here if you're watching online. Their names are Steve and Stuart Finger and Michael Kahn. I've known Stuart and Michael for about 10 years now. I just met Steve a little more recently. These are three of the greatest guys you will ever know or meet. I hope you do get the chance to meet them in person someday. But they're just loaded with integrity and your best interest. They are distributors just like you and me. Even though they founded the company, they do not receive corporate bonuses or salaries. They get paid exactly the same way you and I do. Well, we made some progress this week. We had 133 new members. 9 of those joined for free by mail. Yes, even the week before Christmas, we got people signing up. Our 31-day team sales volume, as of this morning, $88,920. We still can't see the weekly team sales volume. Our total members, 33,763. I know a lot of those folks joined a long time ago, never did anything and all that, but that's how many we got. They can come back and get started anytime they want to. Postal Profit System, we sent out 70 info packs this week. We had 2 auto ship signups. We're starting to get signups from the 3 product options, where option 1 is the 10X Pure Vitamins, option 2 is our weight loss package, and option 3 is the 10X Pure Gold Super 1000. We sent out 96 follow-up letters, so we got a lot going on, and we're planning a major push with Postal Profit System in the first of the year. Okay, I've got a few updates that I want to share with you. There are some new reports in the back office. We're still not where I want to be anyway, but if you click on genealogy, you click on personals, you can actually download a spreadsheet with all your personals. You can see which ones have team sales volume. If you add up all the team sales volume, that's your team sales volume. You can see who's active and who's not. You can see who has achieved what rank and all that kind of stuff. And there's also, of course, email and telephone contact information. You should be getting emails when you get a new sign up that give you every part of their contact information. If you click on genealogy and then on table view, then go up in the upper right-hand corner and click on the little plus sign, you can see new members. Click on new members. It'll show you where you can at least see new members for every single month going back for like a year or so. The only challenge I had there was it only gives you 5,000 records and includes all the PSPs. So you can't see a whole month. Okay, that's the problem. What I wanted to do is allow me to just download the whole thing at 200 records per page it took me a while to go through 5,000 records, but I believe I have now at least captured most of the members, because the download I have is close to the total number that my back office is showing. So I believe it's reasonably, or we have reasonably most of the information we need on the people who are in our group, and they've been offered the option to be on our email list if they choose to. If they choose not to, all they have to do is unsubscribe. Click on unsubscribe, click the little radio button on the page that opens. It says, I want to unsubscribe, and it'll unsubscribe you. Our December newsletter did go out this week. Unfortunately, some of the information I normally give you is just not available to me, but still we had a newsletter out. Hopefully in January we will be able to have a little more information. I'm about to sneeze, so hold on. I think I've got a little December cold. I want to make you aware of some postcard issues. We still have people sometimes requesting the 250 free postcards and names when they're not on auto ship. I will not send you postcards and names if you're not on auto ship. So don't even bother to send the form in until you have taken care of that. I also have people. I had one came in yesterday, somebody requesting more, the 250 cards and names a second time. That is a one-time deal. We tell you that up front. After that, if you want more postcards, you have to buy names from me. I'm not sure whether this particular lady who sent in this request was actually trying to do that. She said something about her credit card on file. I don't take credit cards for leads. Form clearly tells you that. Checks, money orders, or PayPal. Those are your options. Also, we continue to have a number of people who are using 55-cent stamps on the postcards. Huge waste of money. Postcard only requires a 35-cent stamp. You can get postcard stamps at USPS.com. You can also get them at your local post office in most cases. I don't have any trouble getting them here. Some people say they do have problems, but you can order them online at USPS.com. I do that as well from time to time. I want to comment on failed auto ships. I've gotten a number of emails telling me that somebody's auto ship failed. In almost every single case, this is somebody who has not filed an email with the company. If you don't have email, you need to get email, okay? That's the bottom line. You can get a free email account at Gmail or Yahoo. You can do all that for free at your public library. If you're not willing to do that, you're just going to continue to have problems because you're not going to be notified when your auto ship fails for some reason. And you're also not going to know when you got new members. You're not going to know when you get paid. Everybody should have an email address, and you should check that at your public library. You don't have to check it every day. Go down there once a month. In most cases, that will be plenty. You can see who signed up under you. You can see if you got paid. All of those things. You can look at your downline and see who you have enrolled. It's very important that you do that. Okay. Call reminders. Well, there will be no corporate webinars or phone calls this week or the next week on New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve. But normally those webinars are at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, so the next one will be on January the 7th. But you can go to ctfowebinar.com at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, January the 7th, or you can join by phone at 669-900-6833. Also, Mike Swilling has his Legacy Team call at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. I do not know if Mike plans to have a call this Thursday or not, December the 26th. If you're on his email list or you're in his Facebook group, he will probably announce whether he's having one or not. But that number is 319-527-2973. I expect he will be having one on January the 2nd. Not sure about December the 26th. Okay. Well, how do you build a CTFO business anyway? Number one, be an active member. Be a product of your product. We have more than 150 products. Surely you can find one that you are willing to order. All you have to do to be active is be on monthly product order for $147.47 or higher product. But you're always active if you're on AutoShip. That's the smart way to do it. There are other ways you can qualify as active. I don't recommend them. Secondly, you must advertise your business. If you want to make money with this, if all you're doing is buying products for your own use and you're happy with that, hey, fine. If you want to build a business, you must advertise your business just like McDonald's, Walmart, and every other business that you know. Okay, you can't turn on the TV without seeing a pizza ad anymore. Everybody knows about Pizza Hut and Papa John's and all those other places, but they still advertise daily, every hour on the hour, especially if you're watching sports. Why? Because they know that if they don't advertise their business and bring in new customers, their business will falter. The same is true of you. You must advertise. How do you advertise? Well, we offer you several direct mail, postal mail options. You can advertise online. You can advertise with print ads. You can advertise by word of mouth. That's free, okay? But you got to advertise and tell other people about your business so that you bring in new members. If you want to get paid, you have to bring in new members who are active, who buy product. Number three, when you bring in those new members, follow up with them. We recommend that you send them one of our welcome letters by mail, because 95+% of emails go unopened. Most phone calls go unanswered, but everybody opens their mail. If you want a copy of that welcome letter, shoot me an email and give me your username and ID so that I make sure I have the right person, and I will send you a copy of that letter by return email. You can print it out whenever you need to, whenever you get a new member. What that welcome letter does is just briefly tell them about our group in one page, and then the second page is one of those free postcards request forms. It says, hey, if you get on AutoShip, we'll give you 250 free postcards and names. Okay, that's a good thing for you to do. Why? Because it tells your new member to do number one. Okay, that's how easy it is to build a CTFO business. Be active, advertise, follow up. Just rinse and repeat steps 1 to 3 until you have at least 7 levels of active members, and if you do that, you'll be making plenty of money. Why do we use direct mail, postal mail? Well, I'm not a person who likes to do cold calls or that kind of stuff. That's one reason. Direct mail allows you and your team to approach people you don't know. Lots of people say to me, hey, I've talked to everybody I know, they're not interested, or they laugh at me or whatever. When you run out of people you do know, you need a way to approach people you don't know. Direct postal mail is a way to do that. Of course, you should always contact your warm market first, and then expand to the cold market. You can enroll your family members. You can enroll your spouse. I highly recommend that you enroll your spouse because once you get on AutoShip, any other products you should order through your spouse, and that way you get paid on them. But you can also enroll your adult children, your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, and your aunts and uncles. Enroll all those people for free up front. That creates lots of profit-sharing positions for you, for one thing. Some of them will order product. Some of them may actually help build a business. Okay? But after you've done that, then you expand to the cold market. That's people you don't know. That's what mail is for. Number 3, anybody can mail a letter or a postcard with no training. Given what I said about postcards earlier, you may wonder if we need more training, but it's really not that hard. Okay. In our industry, you see lots of gurus out there selling courses on how to talk to people on the phone, how to use scripts, all right, to persuade people to join and all this kind of stuff. Hey, you're welcome to do that. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't offer courses. I just offer free postcards. Because anybody can mail a postcard. You don't need to be trained to do that, all right? It's easy. And because it's easy, it means that it is duplicatable. Duplicatable is a very important word in our industry. If what you're doing is not duplicatable, your sales team is not going to grow, all right? Must be duplicatable. And if it's duplicatable, it builds on what? Leverage the work of other people. That's how you grow a big team and a big business. Well, does direct mail work? Yeah, it works for everybody except those who quit mailing. Direct mail requires that you advertise, remember that word, on a regular basis. That means you need to mail on a regular basis, not throw out 250 cards one time and sit back and wait. You need to mail at least 50, preferably 100 postcards per week, every week, for the rest of your life, okay? Now, if you can't afford to mail 100, that's okay. Sit down and figure out what your budget is. Okay, it costs you about, with the lead and the post and the stamp and everything, it costs you about 50 cents per card. So if you can afford to spend, let's say $25 a week, do the math. That means you can mail 50 cards a week. That's your budget. Stick to your budget. Don't spend your life savings. Don't take food off your table. Create a budget and stick with it. Well, I do have a story this week. I want to talk about Johnny Appleseed. I think most of you have heard of Johnny Appleseed, at least the legend version of Johnny. Who was Johnny Appleseed anyway, and what did he do, and why do we care about what he did? His actual name was John Chapman. He was born in 1774, and I know this is true because I got it from Wikipedia, an authoritative online source. Apparently, Johnny, the legend is that Johnny Appleseed loved apples, and he thought if there were apple trees everywhere, nobody would ever go hungry, and so he just wandered across the country scattering apple seeds wherever he went. Well, that's not entirely true. He actually was a nurseryman. Okay, in other words, he didn't just throw apple seeds out. He got the apple seeds, by the way, from places that made apple cider. They would just throw the seeds away. So he got the seeds for free. He kept them, but he actually created nurseries. Okay, on people's property with their permission. He would get a little apple tree going and nurse it so that they had an apple tree. Okay. Johnny, by the way, was also a preacher and missionary. If you've heard that part of the story, that's true. He died in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but he wandered throughout Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. Very interesting person. Now, I want you to think about this in the following way. Anybody can go to an apple tree and with a little patience and perseverance can tell you how many apples are on that apple tree. But nobody can tell you how many trees are in an apple seed, because ultimately that seed can grow into a tree that produces apples, that produces more seeds, that produces more trees, that produces more apples, and so on. Nobody can tell you how many apples are in a seed, right? And that's kind of the way you should think about your business. You're Johnny Appleseed. You're planting seeds whenever you expose your business in any way, whether you're mailing a postcard or a postal profit system invitation letter, or you're running an ad, running an online ad, or you just tell somebody about your business and your website. You're planting a seed. And you don't know how many product sales or members or anything else are going to grow from that seed that you planted. Maybe none, maybe 1,000, maybe 10. You don't know. You just have to keep planting seeds. That's what our business is all about, okay? Well, have a fantastic week. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Holiday, Happy New Year, happy whatever else there is to be happy about. Have a fantastic week. Dr. Dick, signing off.